Welcome to week 7. I wanted to give you a quick overview of what's going on this week since I normally do this in class, but I'm not in class right now. So here's your week 7. Up at the top is your link to the online Collaborate session with Chris on Friday morning. Make sure you can check it out if you can. I said Friday morning, should be Friday at noon. And then this week we're going to work with loops in Java. So that's what we got going on all week. We're going to work with all 3 of them. So this first folder here has got your while loops. What does it mean, a loop? Hopefully you know this. Some of the syntax for the while loops in Java. Simple example. And then down here, I wanted to point this out to you. This is how you end an infinite loop. So it will run, and you can click that red button in your console, and that will kill your infinite loop. So make sure that you see that down there. That's how you kill your infinite loop. Also a discussion about local versus global variables. We talked about this in class a little bit. We'll talk more about it actually next week with methods too. Some practice here. And then you have one where you're going to fix the logic and create this in a Java program. Make sure that you're sticking everything inside a week 7 project. And then down here is some tips on how to advance the scanner if you get some bad input. And down at the very bottom is a ticket counter project that you'll work to create a like you're selling concert tickets, for example, and there's some conditions here. So each buyer can only buy as many as 6 tickets. So you'll have to do an if statement in here to make sure that they're tickets that can be sold, that there's tickets available, that they're not trying to buy too many. And you're going to create a while loop in this. Plan also in case your user accidentally puts in a string on the console line. So that note up above will show you how to take care of that. One tip for testing this program. No more than 75 tickets can be sold. So you're going to have some kind of variable set to 75, max tickets available, for example. One thing you can do while you're writing your program is to set that number lower than 75 so that you don't have to run through your program as often to test it. So maybe you take that down to 20 tickets, and your program should work whether you have 20 tickets or 75 tickets to sell. So you can use that to test as you're writing your program, and then once you're done, set it back up to 75, and then you can run it again. So like I said, it should work the same whether you have 20 tickets or 75 tickets to sell. I'm going to run back to our week 7 folder, and inside next up is the loops. Again, all that review, good information for you to take a loop at, some practice, and then we're going to modify this online book order with a for loop. So we'll prompt them for how many books that they want to enter, and then we're going to cycle through that for loop for that many times and add the price of the book that they enter into the subtotal. And then the rest of our program will stay the same. We'll just compute the tax and the shipping and give the order total. So there's our for loops, and then finally we got a DoWhile loop. So with the DoWhile loop, we do everything at least once, and then we check the condition. A little different than before, and then we just have a really simple exercise. We're just going to print the number of stars. It's not ideal. It's kind of a loopy program, but it will work for our purpose of printing stars. This program will be super simple. You don't need an if statement unless you're doing some error checking, which you don't have to do on this particular one. You're welcome just to write the DoWhile loop and be done with it. So keep it short and simple. I just want to see that you can make a DoWhile loop. So those are the pieces that we have inside our week 7. Now for those of you that want to read ahead and make sure that you're prepared for next week, we are starting methods next week. Methods can be really challenging for some people to grasp, and it's okay if you're one of those people that it's a little challenging. Practice makes perfect. So in your programming logic book, you can take a look at these pages. Then we also talk a little bit about predefined methods that we have already been working with inside of Java. So next week in class, like I said, we're going to be working with methods all class, and then we'll also be working a little bit with arrays in Java. So we're almost caught up in Java with where we are in programming logic. We'll cross that next week. If you have any questions, let me or Chris know. I hope you have a great week. I hope you don't get too loopy working on all these loops, but we'll see you next week in class. Have a great week.